Hello, Charles and Marco, and I just found the issues and fix it. So I believe that we can do this in the WP7 app right now. Okay, so I still want to give you this video to show you how it works uh, and what I did change in the code. Okay, so I just used WPF client, not instead of the ASP.NET website, because the website can redirect the user, can host the callback page. But right now, just as Marco said, and I also checked the WP7 sample that we cannot to host a callback web page. Okay, so we need to find a solution to avoid this way. Okay, and so this WPF desktop application is just really similar to the WP7 app, and it also reference to the WCF service and have a main page and the login Facebook similar to the test sample Marco you provide me. And okay, so right now first I want to just let show the results. Okay, and while the loading, and we can say check that the main change is about the callback URL. And I just found that Facebook have a callback URL that is called facebook.com connect login success HTML. So we can just use this URL so that we don't need to host our own callback page. So we can, and then it will call this Facebook will call the login success URL page, and with the access token appended in the request URL. Okay, so this is the desktop, and click the login Facebook, and it will try to call our WCF service to get the user profile information. And of course, the first time it's just with empty access token, so it will send response the login URL to our site, to the WPF application. Okay, so right now we can just type in the credential. And login. And it will request the permission. You can see that it will say success, and I just show the first name is Wang. This is my first name, and so you can see that we don't need to in the WPF application. We just have the login Facebook page and the main page. Don't have to host another callback web page. And okay, so check the details about the code, and we can see that I also used a web browser control at the window loaded event. Is just trying to get data with the token. Of course, the initial state value about the token is empty, so the response status is fail. So, and if it is not equal to succeed, so it will navigate to the redirect URL. and in the after the direct navigated, we will check the URL. If the URL starts with, because this is we use the Facebook host login callback, so we can check if the URL starts with this URL. If so, that means that the data returned, and we will check if, and we'll get the extract the URI and to get the access token. And this is just another issue I just want to say to you. And I just googled something about that in the WPF. Maybe the same as your WP7 application. There are some difficulty to get the access token from the URL. For example, as a normal one, the URL, the callback URL should be like this: login underscore success.html, and with this sharp correct, not the question mark. So this is not the, this is just the anchor of the URL in the page, not the request parameter. So there are some difficult, sometimes there are some conditions that it cannot to get the access token directly from the request URL. So I changed it to another one, so we do not our WCF don't return the callback don't contain the access token directly, while we use another one that is code. So the URL should be like this one, and like this one. You can see that this is a question mark and with a code. So the in the client we should get the code, the parameter code, and call the WCF function. I added a new function called get data with code, and then we can, and in the server side WCF server side we can call Facebook to exchange the code for access token. So that we can just get access token with the code directly, and then with the access token you can get the user info. So the code is also the same as the access token, but just maybe used more convenient for us in future use. Okay, so just mention this small change, and so basically in your client side, I think what you need to do is just use the web browser and to redirect and first call the get data with token, and then if there and if the response failed, it will the web browser will navigate to the login page, login URL, and authorize the application, and then get the code and call WCF function get data with code, and it will return the response. Okay, so another question I just want to know is, you know, in our current functions, is the get data or the get data with code, the parameter is a token or the code, and so for data, for example, the first time we just called the basic process just like this, but later, I think because in the WCF server, we discussed before that we will maybe have some way to store the access token, right? So the client side don't need to call the WCF function with the token parameter all the time. But if we save the access token in somewhere such as the database, how we know which access token we need to get from the according to the client? So I guess there are some way for your WP7 application should call the function with the parameter such as the username or some kind of credential. For example, get data just with the username. And so in the WPF type, in the WCF server, we store the access token in database such as for example, username 1 and access token 1, username 2, access token 2. And so when you call this one, the get data, the username, and we will get the access token directly. So in your client, you don't need to keep the access token to store the application access token in your WP7 client. So I think maybe we need to change the interface for the functions. Anyway, that is we need to talk more details in future. But right now, I think the basic process for the Facebook is okay. So Michael, could you do it in your application and let me know if there are any more issues? Okay, thank you.